Hello and welcome to another Jack Welding Specialist video. I'm Fergus, and this episode I'm going to be showing another project that I've got on at the minute. It's an MGB GT, trying to make a Sebring wide body kind of resto mod. I've been on it for quite some time now. It was one of my first big projects and still is. This is quite a big test for me to sort of show that I can do, whether I can do a big restoration or if I'm just better at doing smaller jobs. But I'm going to get it done and see it through. So I'll show you what I've got, what stage I've got to now, and then walk you through. This is the car. It's a 1978 MGB GT. It was orange. If you look at my old Instagram page, my Instagram page, you'll see another MGB. This is the same one, where I was repairing the sill sections. I've also posted a few little pictures of me repairing the chassis rails. I've also tried to smooth out the. It's got a little bit of surface water and crud on it because I've trailered it from my old workshop. So I still need to just clean all of that off and blow all the gaps out and all the previous sort of grit from the blasting. So I've made new chassis legs and streamlined them, taken off the sort of unnecessary brackets. So I'm going to be putting a newer style toe eye bracket in here instead of the big sort of clump there, whatever, big brackets at the bottom. What else have I done? So I've fitted this big uprated coilover suspension kit. There's a sort of few pictures of me doing that. I'll post more soon. So yeah, I've done all the sills, done a couple of these inner wing panels. I'm still just doing this side wing and quarter panel, and then just sort of we've rebuilt the got a refurbished back axle. And new leaf springs. They're just on the car so it can roll around. I need to take them off and tighten all the fronts up, and also tighten the backs out and probably lower the car, but we'll get to that soon. I've also removed the battery tray, the battery box from the back, as that's quite an awkward, I don't think it's a great place there, so I'm going to try and put it in the boot just for ease of access, as this will be like a kind of parcel shelf for bags and just having things on the back there. And it's awkward when you have to stop, take all the luggage out, and then just to dig out your battery, which is covered in mud from the underneath. So we'll put the battery in the boot, and then make a nice back floor for the boot, all carpeted. We'll put some nice seats in it that are comfy for long drives. I've done the rear inner wheel arches, and also got new quarters to go on. I've taken apart all the inner chassis legs at the back, so taken this side panel off and cleaned out all the rust inside. I've still got a little bit to do underneath, and I've got to still do a few little panels like this section down here, and all of the seat belt anchors. So yeah, now is kind of the buttoning up of the outer body panels, finishing a little bit of fabrication on this corner here. This all needs to be sorted out in there. I'm just in the process of making a new inner wing lip, and aligning the driver side wing as best as. I think this is a genuine one, and yeah, just sorting this out and aligning it with the bonnet. This is an aluminium bonnet. Needs a little bit of a repair, so once I've got all the other major panels done, then I'll come back to this. Move the broomstick. So I'm just trying to sort out the gaps. It looks quite good from the camera, but it is reasonably big. So I'm going to try and get that a little bit better. I've been sort of making this new inner lip, so I'm trying to sort of make it so it's nice and easy to put on, but it's been a little bit of a nuisance sort of with the fitment of the panel and having the new sort of sill on and everything else. So there's quite a few little bits to adjust. I'm still going to put the door slam panels and quite a lot still to do really, but and then these are from one of my projects. We're using them just to mock up the size of the Sebring wheels, because the customer wants sort of wide wheel arches making, but these don't seem to have too much of an offset. These are 10 by 15 inch by 10 wheels, and I've recently found out that they are a Japanese stud PCD, so they are 4 by 114.3, which is the same as a lot of Japanese stuff, which is quite interesting really. Obviously it must be in an imperial measurement that just measures up to be 4 by 114.3 or something like that. So yeah, there's quite a lot still to do. So I'd had the major rust treated and the major panels done, so like the sill sections, had the old floor panels removed, moved all of the old outer wings and the panels that I needed to blast, and then I sent this away for blasting, and got all of like just sort of in here blasted, and it would kind of not make sense to blast the car with the wings still on, if you know what I mean, because there's quite a lot of stuff in there that needs to be sort of checked and protected, and then it's all been epoxied. There is quite a lot of surface water that's got to it from moving it from my workshop, so I need to just dry all this out, and it's all dry, but I need to get all of the little filings out, otherwise that will cause an absolute nightmare in the future. And then so I've put all the floor pans in, and I've also tried to add extra seam welds in areas nice and neatly, so it adds like a significant amount of strength to the chassis of the car. This car's sort of going to be a nice drive around, long distance driving, so it needs to be nice and stiff, and with the seam welding will add a certain amount of drivability with it. I'm considering trying to put some electric power steering on it as well. It's also going to get an Oselli engine and probably a load more tricks and cool stuff. It's going to have like an Aston Martin filler flap on the side of the wing here. I think one is enough, as just doing all the pipe work going from, it would kind of be cool to do two maybe, but then you'd have to pipe it all. So one that will come in from here and go all the way down into the tank there. Yeah, so that's what it's at the minute, and I'm just on this for the minute, and then once I've got to a good stage with this, I'll get back onto a few others. Cool, thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.